Welcome to yet another episode of InfoMarine. The marine world is full of playful creatures. And when we think of playful creatures, the first thing which comes to our mind are dolphins. Humans have been interacting with dolphins for a long time. Dolphins are considered to be very intelligent. Their playful attitude and pleasant nature has made them very popular among humans. Even though we all agree that dolphins are very much fantastic, they're very intelligent, and they are wonderful, they pose a great threat from humans.
Dolphins are marine mammals that are closely related to whales and porpoises. There are almost 40 species of dolphin in 17 genera. They vary in size from 1.2 meters and 40 kilograms up to 9.5 meters and 10 tons. They are found worldwide, mostly in the shallow seas of the continental shelves, and are carnivores, mostly eating fish and squid.
The name dolphin originated from the Greek word delphus, which means worm. So the name of the animal can be interpreted as a fish with a worm. A group of dolphins are called school or port. The male dolphin is called a bull, the female is called a cow, and the young one a calf.
Dolphins, along with whales and porpoises, are descendants of terrestrial mammals, most likely of the Artiodactyl order. The ancestors of the modern-day dolphins entered the water roughly 50 million years ago in the Eocene epoch. Hind limb buds on dolphins. An embryo of a spotted dolphin in the 5th week of development. The hind limbs are present as small bumps near the base of the tail. The pin is approximately 2.5 centimeters long. Modern dolphin skeletons have two small rod-shaped pelvic bones thought to be vestigial hind limbs. Dolphins have a streamlined fusiform body adapted for fast swimming. The tail fin, called the fluke, is used for propulsion, while the pectoral fins together with the entire tail section provide directional control. The dorsal fin, in those species that have one, provides stability while swimming.
Though it varies from species to species, the general color of dolphins are gray or colors of gray, usually with a lighter underside. There may be patches or stripes on the body of the dolphin.
There are about 32 varieties of dolphins. The common species are Pacific bottlenose dolphin, Turrithopius truncatus. Known for their inshore habits, playfulness around the vessel, and star performance at oceanariums, bottlenose dolphins are probably the most popular of all cetacean species. Adults range in size from 7 to 11 feet in length and weigh between 600 and 850 pounds. Their backs are medium gray, their sides are lighter gray, and their bellies are white or pink. Offshore animals are darker in color than those found inshore and sometimes appear to be less interested in swimming along with boats. Rough-toothed dolphin, Stenobardanensis. Rough-toothed dolphins get their name from the wrinkled surface of their teeth. which have many vertical grooves running from the grum line to the tip. It is difficult to identify this species from a boat on the basis of this characteristic, but there are several other external features that should prove helpful. Spotted dolphin, Stenelia attenuata. Spotted dolphins are smaller than either bottlenose or rough-toothed dolphins, measuring between 6 and 7 feet in length and weighing about 240 pounds, with males being larger than females. Spinner dolphin, Stenella longirostricis. Spinner dolphins are the smallest of Hawaii's common dolphins. They are generally between 5 and 6 feet in length and weigh 130 to 200 pounds. Hawaii has its own subspecies that is easy to recognize by its distinctive three-tone color pattern, which consists of a sharply defined dark gray cape on their back, a stripe of lighter gray on their sides, and white or pink belly. This species gets its name from its spectacular habit of leaping high into the air and spinning several times on their tails before falling back into the water. Researchers are not sure why the dolphins spin, but most people who have the opportunity to watch the dolphins don't seem to mind and find it a real treat.
The dolphin heads contain an organ called melon, which is used for echolocation. In some species, the jaw is elongated to form a beak-like structure. In some of the species like bottleneck, it is curved inside to give a permanent smile. Some species of dolphins have about 250 teeth. Their brains are more complex than that of most of the mammals. The reproductive organs of dolphins lie beneath of their body and are protected with slits. Unlike most mammals, dolphins don't have hairs. Of course, some are born with a few hairs in their rostrum, but there is an exception to it. The Boru River dolphin has a few hairs in its rostrum, which is maintained till its death.
Most dolphins have acute eyesight, both in and out of the water, and their perception of sound extends 10 times more above the upper limit of adult human hearing. Though they have a small ear opening on each side of their head, it is believed that hearing underwater is also, if not exclusively, done with the lower jaw, which conducts the sound vibration to the middle ear via fat-filled cavity in the lower jawbone. Hearing is also used for echolocation, which seems to be an ability all dolphins have. It is believed that their teeth are arranged in a way that works as an array or antenna to receive the incoming sound and makes it easier for them to pinpoint the exact location of an object. The dolphin's sense of touch is also well developed, with free nerve endings being densely packed in the skin, especially around the snout, pectoral fins and genital area. However, dolphins lack an olfactory nerve and lobes and thus are believed to have no sense of smell. But they can taste and do show preference for certain kinds of fish. Since dolphins spend most of their time below the surface, normally just tasting the water could act in a manner analogous to sense of smell. Though most dolphins do not have any hair, they do still have hair follicles, and it is believed these might still perform some sensory function, though it is unclear what exactly this may be. The small hairs on the rostrum of the Boto River dolphin are believed to function as a tactical sense, however, possibly to compensate for Boto's poor eyesight.
Dolphins are generally considered as one of the most intelligent animals on Earth. They've got a great ability to learn and imitate behavior. This observation, along with the large-sized brain of dolphins, have led to numerous studies about dolphin senses.
Dolphins' brains are about the size of our own. Size alone, however, is not always a reliable indicator of intelligence. Elephants, for example, have brains 4 times the size of humans, but we do not consider them to be 4 times as smart. Scientists believe a more accurate factor in determining a species' level of intelligence is the ratio of brain weight to spinal cord weight. In fish, the brain weighs less than spinal cord. In cats, the ratio is 5:1. In apes, it is 8:1. In humans, it is 50:1. And in bottlenose dolphins, about 40:1, suggesting that dolphins have a level of intelligence comparable with humans.
Dolphins generally live in ports, which contains dozens of individuals. In certain areas where abundantly food is available, some ports join together to form superports. These superports may contain thousands of individuals. The members in the port communicate each other using whistles, clicks, and sounds. They also use ultrasound for echolocation. However, the membership in boards is not very much rigid and it is interchangeable. The members share a strong bond. They help each other when injured or ill. They even help to breathe by bringing up individuals to the surface.
Some dolphins, such as the Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphin, teach their young ones to use tools. The dolphins break sponges and carve their snouts with them, thus protecting their snouts while foraging. This knowledge of how to use a tool is mostly transferred from mothers to daughters, unlike simian primates, where the knowledge is generally passed on to both the sex. The technology to use sponges as mouth protection is not genetically inherited, but a taught behavior. Another such behavior was discovered amongst river dolphins in Brazil, where some male dolphins apparently use objects such as weeds and sticks as a part of sexual display.
Dolphins have known to be aggressive and they fight each other. Male dolphins or bulls usually fight to protect their territory, port, or companion. Dolphins are said to go on exiles after losing a fight with his fellow. Dolphins are said to protect divers and swimmers from sharks. They move around the man in circles, driving away the predator.
Various methods of feeding exist, not just between species, but also within a species. Various methods may be employed, some techniques being used by only a single dolphin population. Fish and squid are the main source of food for most dolphin species, but the false killer whale and the killer whale also feed on other marine mammals. One feeding method employed by many species is herding, where a pod will control a school of fish, while individual members take turns plowing through the school, feeding. The tightly packed school of fish is commonly known as a bait ball. Corralling is a method where fish are chased to shallow waters, where they are more easily captured. Dolphins are capable of making a broad range of sounds using nasal air sacs located just below the blowhole. Roughly, 3 categories of sounds can be identified, however. Frequency modulated sounds, which are usually just called whistles, burst pulse sounds, and clicks. Whistles are used by dolphins to communicate, though the nature and extent of their ability to communicate in this way is not known. Research has shown, however, that at least some dolphin species are capable of sending identity information to each other using a signature whistle. A whistle that refers specifically to the identity of a certain dolphin.
Dolphins leap above water surface at times, forming acrobatic shapes. However, scientists are not sure why do they do this. It could be perhaps for hunting, to locate school of fish, to communicate with other dolphins, to get rid of parasites, or simply for fun.
Play is a fairly important part of dolphins' life, and they can be observed playing with seaweeds or playing fighting with other dolphins. At times, they also harass other local creatures like seabirds and turtles. Dolphins also seem to enjoy riding waves and frequently surf coastal swells and the bow waves of boats. Occasionally, they are also willing to playfully interact with human swimmers. Because dolphins need to come up to the surface to breathe and have to be alert for possible predators, they do not sleep in the same way land mammals do. Generally, dolphins sleep with only one brain hemisphere in slow wave sleep at a time, thus maintaining some amount of consciousness required to breathe and keeping one eye open to keep a watch out for possible threats. The earlier stages of sleep can be observed in both hemispheres of the brain, however. In captivity, dolphins have been observed to seemingly enter a fully asleep state where both eyes are closed and the animal does not respond to mild external stimuli. Respiration being automatic with a tail kick reflex keeping the blowhole above the water. If not needed to keep the blowhole above the water, the tail kick reflex may subside. Dolphins kept unconscious using anesthetic initially show a similar tail kick reflex.
Dolphins have very few natural enemies like huge sharks. Some species large in size don't even pose a threat from sharks, making them apex predators. The only threat they have is from humans. Some river dolphins, like the Amazon river dolphin, the Yangtze river dolphin, and the Ganges river dolphin, have uncertain future and are highly endangered. Pollution of ocean, seas and rivers due to excessive use of insecticides, pesticides, oil spills considerably reduce dolphin population. Accidents with ship propellers are too common.
It is believed that loud underwater noises, for example, resulting from naval sonar use, live firing exercises, or certain offshore construction projects, such as the construction of offshore wind farms, may be harmful to dolphins, distressing the animals, damaging their hearing, and possibly forcing them to the surface quicker, resulting in decompression sickness.
Legal regulations like the Marine Mammal Protection Act, the International Dolphin Conservation Act are some steps to protect dolphins.
It is our moral responsibility to protect the smart, pleasant wonders of the sea, or else they'll be gone forever.